Should a Christian man have a spec?
All the modern upcoming pastors, check all their wives. Nobody's doing mommy J. If you're looking at someone, maybe to be in a relationship for the long term and all of that, the attraction and the connection, they have to be there.
What is cheating to you?
Anything that you cannot show your partner that see what I'm saying with this person, there's already a problem. From that moment, you are cheating. I think it's very difficult to give cheating because it's a conscious. It's very difficult to tag or classify cheating as some sort of mistake.
I'm not cheated.
Yeah, boy.
Wait, why go to life for now? Like,
no.
Cheating is when they catch you. I mean,
don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife. Trust me, no matter how
you try.
you both
Thank you.
men will always.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of That's My Type podcast. We had a sequel, an episode, Think Like a Woman. It was an amazing episode. I was really guy in the studio at the time. I had Chidera Noha, I had Foyi, who's now in Canada. She was a co-host, but now she's in Canada. And then you had Deola. But today we have another episode. It's called Think Like a Man. I've written this script over a year. And I've been thinking about the right guests to have on set. But today I have 4 amazing guests. Abi? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. AYK, I counted you. 5 amazing guests with us today. And we're going to be diving into the minds of men. Ladies and gentlemen, on the podcast again, we have Gini Kachukutabo. Say present.
Hello. Gini Kachukutabo present.
All right, we have Fulfillment in the studio with us today.
Present.
We have AYK in the studio with us today.
I'm saying.
We have my longtime brother with us today. Awa Victor. And then we have, again with us on the couch, we have Increase.
Thank you very
So
much.
guys, first of all, rules, please do not fight.
No, don't do that yet.
Because I know what happened before we entered on this set. All right, so I start with AYK. AYK,
Thank you very much.
what is your spec as a man?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I won't be like all these guys and say appearance doesn't matter. Appearance matters to me a lot. And that's why myself, I'm also working on my own appearance because
With this thing for your head.
Do you feel anything is wrong with you?
I'm not secure yourself. I'm not fat, so first of all, I just want to be like Michael B. Jordan, so like his stature.
But it's kind of Tosha.
Just saying.
Yeah, just to let you know.
Tolu didn't say anything about not fighting after the podcast. So, but I like somebody that is I like a woman that is her own self. You understand? She has her own personality. She thinks. I like independent women. I like women that are strong. I like women that dominate.
Go straight to the point. What is your... When I mean spec, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh. I like breastbone. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I was saying
Okay.
not too much. Everything proportionate. Everything should just be proportionate. But it's what's up here that matters the most. I'm not so good in maths. I like someone that is good in maths.
Okay, so you don't mind the person's fat, but as long as she's smart.
Who said anything about fat people?
She said that.
I don't have anything against fat people.
Okay.
I'm not saying I don't have anything against fat people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Increase. How about you?
I like black girls.
Okay.
Yeah, but I fear that I might end up with a fair lady.
Why?
Why? Because the signs are pointing towards that. For now,
When them they rush you.
should I have said that probably. But yeah, I like black girls. I like smart girls too. Yeah, I like well-shaped girls. Like you see that well-shaped. Like you said, proportion. We do proportion.
Front or back?
Yes, actually. Oh, this one.
Follow your thing. No, I don't understand.
Well, like you said, everything should be
Proportionate.
proportionate.
Or should a Christian man have a spec?
Why shouldn't Christian man have this?
The Bible says don't judge. You don't...
No, that's out of context.
I mean, you said Christian man, so there's man.
Yeah, it's a Christian man. I have a spec, so of course you can have a spec.
But won't you tell me that's looking at a woman carnally?
Carnally, well, no, not carnally per se. Like when you see the woman, first instinct, this girl is beautiful.
Yeah.
She ticks something like Ronaldo said. There's a tick. Something.
No, click.
Thank you.
Click. I beg, Tolu, check it. All the modern
upcoming pastors. A particular one. Check all their wives. Nobody's doing mommy Joy again.
I know you check any pastor wife.
That one, man of God, wife.
No. Not like you're checking them out, but like just
But
like,
even
like they marry beautiful.
Yeah,
they marry.
even Adam said,
A party-
Adam, as soon as he see, if he shout,
Yes, now.
this is one of my
So to be honest, I feel like beauty is relative. Like you might see someone and be attracted to this person. I might see that person and not be attracted to that person.
Yeah.
So it really does depend on, especially with Guinea.
Gini was your own spirit. I'm interested. Gini is a very philosophical guy. Sometimes I know they understand. I'm very serious.
Where now?
It's not easy to know what Gini like.
I hope you're not asking everybody there.
No, I'm not worrying. I got
Oh,
you.
this guy was.
I'll skip you.
I know Green.
Gini is very Gini can like something today and not like it tomorrow.
Little focus.
Yeah.
I'm very big on personality.
Mm.
Right? It's like I love someone that is full of life. Because I'm not a boring person. Right. So I need someone that, in the very intimate moments between she and myself, right? There's still lots of laughter. We can just like connect on a deeper level. Looks has never been like the biggest thing for me.
Wow.
What's it?
Wait, tell me this one for dear, but anyhow.
No.
Wow.
I have been with beautiful women, but I don't think I've consciously searched out for is this babe like nah.
Guinea, you say that maybe you're not fully aware that it's a big deal for you. Because like you said,
Like, exactly.
Everybody wants a certain level of attractiveness from their from their partner, but I don't think like genuinely it's just can I laugh with this person, right? Can me and this person have like very interesting conversation really gets to me. Like when I could fall in love with you just from one conversation.
So for you it's like personality.
Yeah, I'm very
looks is not.
Nah, looks is way secondary.
So like you have conversations with beautiful women most of the time.
I have
that's what I was trying to say. Are you sure it's not just something that and when we say beautiful, like I said, it's relative. So for what you think is beautiful, are you sure you're not just aware, but those are the kind of people that you find yourself around? Then eventually what you think is big for you, which is the conversation, happens.
Nah, not at all, man.
But I have a question.
Hey.
Before you, of course, you've toasted a girl or you've slid into someone's DM. It was not the conversation at that point in time that made you, because at that point in time there has been no correspondence.
Oh,
so you don't stop girl for street, say how far your number, or maybe in a party or an event. So what was it?
Not even trying to never done that. And that's I don't
I
know how men do that thing. So like just on this just walk up to you.
I don't think I can do that.
Just go to like say, hi, can I get your number or something?
No.
For me, even DMs, right? I don't slide into babes DMs. I would rather have a physical conversation.
Are you serious?
I hope you are no receipt too.
So then Guinea has
Let me rephrase. I don't think it will pass more than 2 women.
I want you to look back more. Let him know by
Out of those 2, I know one person. That one, I saw her on a friend's story. I said, lie, I have to take this.
It shall not pass me by.
That one, like, I don't know. No, see,
Do you know this person?
I saw her on the story. I said, no.
Do we know this person? Do we know this person?
Say the truth. Talk the truth.
So yeah, I'm just big on personality. Really.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
Awa,
Your
I
client
I know I can't. They must know. Nobody's going to judge you. It's necessary.
It's a safe space.
I mean, for me, I would say, I mean, the looks of the person matters to me because I want to be attracted to you and all of that. Also, like he was saying, I like people that I'm able to connect with on a deep level. Like when we have conversations, we have smart conversations, intelligent conversations, deep conversations about stuff. And like maybe people that also sort of understand my sense of humor is not the one that will make a joke. And like
I think that's
just like
I said so. I said so.
I'm not saying I'm the funniest person in the world, but there are some jokes I'll make. I know this thing is funny.
Yeah.
But the person will just wave arm or say sorry, I don't oh my god. So we must be able to flow like on the
But why are we dodging the main question?
I said it looks for me. So when I say for me, I'm not very big on you must have this particular shape. Let me just be attracted to you. I don't really care. Maybe
No, like what Tolu is asking is breast on yash.
like I said, for me,
You can just
that's not a.
you see,
Like I just need to be attracted to you. That's all.
That's
It's not
that's very bold. Though.
your
The way you use adjectives turns
Yeah,
me on.
that's bold. but you know, in the grand scheme of things, at the end of the day, most of the marriages that end up happening, even you too, at the time you used to tell me, I used to like girls who, but when you had a girlfriend
With what?
I'm not trying to
Look at Afilaka,
you know what you like. But eventually, when the first they introduced me to, there was one of your babes. Also, you know there are a lot.
So you know the answers now. So one of
There was one of your babes that I think you were very public with that particular one. Introduced me to, I was like, last. What the Eventually, I feel like the connection at the end of the day
is all that matters.
Yeah.
So
that babe connected.
So wait,
You understand?
oh yeah, now I feel like
Then the longer I start to be doing some exercises that will enhance.
So this is what I feel. If you're looking at someone, you know, maybe to be in a relationship for the long term and all of that, you know, as much like for me, like because of these two things we're talking about now, the attraction and the connection, they have to be there.
I disagree.
No, hold on. This is what I'm saying. So this is someone that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. You do not have to keep on convincing yourself every morning to like this person.
I disagree.
Hold on.
I agree.
We finish now. That's based on, you know, being attracted to this person. You know, because sometimes maybe some people, they are talking to some ladies and everything, and they know genuinely they're not attracted to this person or they don't like this person. But maybe because of pity and everything, they keep on carrying it, stringing the person on, leading the person on, and eventually it scatters and everything, you know. So I feel like just save yourself that stress. Know what you like, you know, find that, you know, and
Gini, before you enter. No, I do understand what he's saying. I thought Awa was trying to, kind of say that, that, being physically attracted is probably like what solely matters.
No. I'm not saying, like I said, these two things, like you said, the connection and the, like sometimes people, you know, you hear some people say, is never about looks. You know, don't look at that. There's more to a woman or there's more to a man than just their looks and everything. Yes, because at the end of the day, when you get married, character, everything that would, you know, stand the test of time, not looks. But for that is important because you need to be able to like the person.
Yes.
It doesn't. You need to be able to be proud when you guys are outside. You know, this is my person.
But you know, in the end, like in the long run, in time,
exactly.
Things fall apart.
Like I said, the true test of time. The true test of time is not just looks. At the end of the day, what will keep you people is how you can connect, how you reason, how you understand, how you tolerate each other.
I don't actually agree.
Okay.
No, let him proceed.
What I disagree on.
Proceed.
So everybody has been saying, I have to reason with her on a reasonable level.
Yeah.
If you want to, what go happen to the dub babes? I don't understand. What do you think? Yes, what go happen to them? No.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I actually say that they are dumb people.
Is that what you're? I don't.
I actually say that they are dumb people.
Yeah, but
are you trying to call human beings?
Everybody relates at their level. Those street boys and girls or trenches babes and trenches boys, like you see, we have beautiful pairs. Pablos and Pablets. So they have connected on their own level. Their own level.
You know that some of our parents, not my parents, but some of our parents were trenches. Some,
like your parents.
Are you crazy? I said not my parents. No, so I think people will always find each other. You would always find your tribe. You would always find your clan, right? And you know what you said is perfect, right? I mean, we're not calling them non-intellectuals, but you know, class A would always connect to class A, class B, class B, like that.
So what if class C wants to connect to class A?
No, you can't. So what you do is you build yourself up to match this person's energy or match this person's. That's if you want to, right? To not be yourself. But I mean, we've seen some relationships where you're like, guy, when you how this babe accept you?
Exactly.
Let me give you a very good example. My previous partner.
I like the podcast. I like this.
My previous partner.
I'm not using the word ex.
Yeah.
It's degrading, right?
No, not degrading. It's just weird, man.
People
always use ex in a very distasteful
Yeah,
manner.
like
Ex.
the guy won't come back with the game.
Your previous partner might watch this.
You saw this on the
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a current partner?
No.
Okay.
You go. How are you? What of you?
Do I have a what?
What now?
No.
What's happening on this podcast? How about you?
I've never had it.
But nobody.
You go.
So the thing about it.
Talk about it.
So I was talking about how meeting levels and all of that. So when I started talking to this girl, obviously, the normal routes now is you speak with some of our friends, you understand like the playing field, what you're trying to get yourself into. And I remember one of our very close friends looked at me and he said, Gini, this babe is not on your level.
Shit.
I'll never forget, it was in cafeteria that's the middle between Calf and Brown shop. We're just at the center.
Yeah.
It was after this meeting. She's like, Gini, you like this babe. She's so never. Say she's not your level. Now, what you gonna pay me back? I wasn't a nobody. I wasn't a nobody.
Levels.
You looked at yourself like
Things going on.
Yeah.
Said this babe was,
She said, of course. I attest to it.
Why are you attesting to
God, I be am now. I try no work now.
Now yeah, the fucking
wait, hold on. So
shoot.
And then I found out I find
Anyhow, no fear.
Anyhow.
you're talking about your previous partner.
that's very annoying. It was like, why would you
Say that.
Why would you almost have be very conclusive with my approach to this babe because you think what is her level?
Exactly.
That's the question we should ask ourselves. What is her level and what do you think my level is? Like, you think, and it's almost like, and the way she said it was like she knew who I was, and it's like you can never get
Motivation.
It annoyed me, and if there's anything that I like to do,
Be the underdog.
nah,
Industry machine.
I like to do a very good I told you so. Right? I don't like that type of thing. So, anyways,
As God we have it.
As God we have it.
One or two conversations. I fell in love. I was always in love.
She fell in love as well.
Right?
I used to.
And guess what? That babe, right? That this came back and said, "You guys are cute, though."
Oh.
Like, right, give me-
That girl that told you that thing likes you.
But wait, it's the fridge guarding the snacks.
Actually,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we
All of them are talking. What does that mean?
So let me explain what
Explain.
you're trying to say. The snack is the price.
Yeah.
You understand?
The fridge is
what
what
is.
What?
To get the snack, you
You
have
have
to
to open the
go to
fridge.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have opened the
And
fridge.
But what is that? The fridge was disrespecting the one who had the
let me
coins.
explain.
Like, now, if I talk about a vending, no, wait. If I talk about a vending machine, right?
This guy won't disgrace himself. Follow. Fridge they use coin. Shut up. I had
No, I said it was a vending machine, right?
Wait.
The enclosure was disrespecting the person who had the coins to actually purchase
Guinea, let me
the
explain
snack.
something to you. Even sometimes fridge is to shock.
Yes.
I have a question. Why people using big things? Why people using fat things as
Nobody talk that one.
AYK?
If I go
Or
hate
the
you.
one that use fridge?
Let's move to you, fulfillment. What is your we need other
Okay,
what is your own spec?
I expect I'm a very simple guy, honestly. Not to speak English.
That's
Are you serious?
underrated, bro.
Yeah, not speaking.
You don't like it, so you don't want too much background.
Weaknesses.
Fulfillment, where did you went?
I've spoken to a lot of ladies that
Fulfillment, why did you cheated?
just like really the face and
Smiles.
Why you
Smiles. Limau. No,
just like you said, attracts class C.
So which one are you? What class?
So this class that we're talking about,
So
I don't.
the thing about it is they want to be in my class. They want to be on my level.
Yes.
It's not just work.
What's your level?
Bonner boy.
I think
What's your level?
I think it's where he's staying. You stay in Yankpaja.
Negbeda.
So, yeah,
That's why you like
Precise.
girls that speak English.
so I stay in Egbeda.
There are not a lot of girls that speak good
Exactly.
English. there.
Yeah.
That's why.
So
If you move to like Magodo,
Magodo.
yeah.
There was one celebrity
No.
daughter we were checking that year. How far?
Talk about
Uh,
there was what happened in the relationship?
you know, just like the name of
Because the girl really liked you.
the episode of this podcast is Think Like a Man,
Yeah.
and they was Act Like a Lady. So I don't know what they said on that episode, but I'll say how a man thinks in this situation now.
So this lady liked me.
Hmm.
Right? I didn't really know her when she liked me. But I was
continue.
kind of, should I say, naive.
Yeah.
And I just decided to go with it. And then later on, things happened, and she got the wrong information about me. And she worked on that.
But she
information.
confided in me that she was liking you and you were following other girls.
So the thing about this thing is
No, what's like to us?
No, I'm not even lying.
Just talk.
I'm not even lying.
We believe you.
I'm not lying.
She even said she introduced you to her mother, and her mother even used to pray with you. Her mother almost used to.
No, I'm not.
Is your name not Daniel?
I'm not. It's my name. I'm not. I'm not talking to her mother.
Her mother used to use her mama used to use your name to pray.
I don't know about that. I've not spoken to her mother. Sha.
Yeah.
I've not spoken to her mother. But what happened was that I just left a toxic situationship. I didn't really heal from it. And then the opportunity rose again in the midst of when I was talking to this lady. That the old fling, the situationship came up again.
You read up that ugly head.
Started talking again and started getting close. So it was as if I was going back to her, but I was not.
But were you aware that this other person liked you?
Yeah.
Yes, I was aware.
Did you like
Were
the
you going
person?
back when you were aware of this?
I didn't go back. I just started talking to that
Did
person.
you like the person?
Yes, I did.
liked you?
So why did
Why did you make it clear to her? So
yes, I told her that.
I feel like it's just
Go get on this tobacco.
I feel like it's just a problem of communication.
So-
Wait, hold on. I
Okay.
don't know the exact details.
Yeah.
But like if this person was liking you, you were aware, and you say that you like the person, then somebody that you were with before, a situationship, relationship, whatever, was coming back again. I feel like at that point, wait now, let me finish.
Okay.
You should sit down. Now think about it. What do you want? Say we're saying think like a man. You think like a man. What do you want at this point? Do you want this person or this person? You can't have your
No, so I was not even trying to eat my cake.
Did you communicate to anybody? Is my question. That there's something here for there's someone I'm talking with.
I think I was
No. We've spoke about it
With who?
me and the lady that we liked each other currently.
Yeah.
We spoke about this other past situationship. And I
Okay.
feel that there's nothing there.
But your actions.
But not my actions. I just started talking to her again.
Okay. Just don't like that.
According to, yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's just it.
So what he portrayed to her was that maybe I wanted to go back or something. And then somebody gave her false information that I used to say very nasty things about her. And asked that she believed and she worked on that information. Up to this day, I've not been able to defend myself. And I want to feel we have gone past it.
Okay. So sorry. I'm sorry for bringing. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, I want to feel me and the person has gone past. But it was a good thing that I see think back on. Oh, what could have happened? It could have been beautiful.
So at the end of the day, did you go back to anybody?
No, I'm not. No, they both book what?
Yeah. So you lost both ways, both away.
Now listen, men at home, stay single and just be with yourself. That's it.
What do you think? What is cheating to you? Gini.
Yeah. What's it?
Some ladies believe that if a guy is talking to another girl, the guy is maybe flirting. Because
when you say talking to another girl, in what sense?
Like my guy now likes to think I'm a flirt.
Okay.
Meanwhile, by virtue of what I do, comedy acting, you get a lot of girls that talk to you.
But
and
you
all
actually
that.
flirt.
Yeah, you shouldn't involve me in your relationship life. I have all your secrets.
Okay, I mean, you asking Gini.
Yeah, so that's Gini. It's like I don't know, first, what's cheating to you?
Plateau.
So cheating is normally subjective, right? The same way some people believe that it's on physical intimacy, that's why it's cheating. But some believe that it's on an emotional level, these conversations. For me, it depends on it's both. But for conversations or maybe when you start speaking with someone, it depends on the degree that you guys have got into. Your partner should be very honest and open with you, right? You might, I feel like if you're with a very attractive lady, right? Trust me, no matter how
You try.
you both
Thank you.
men will always,
And it's vice versa. You see?
So you're attractive.
Yes.
Well, let me finish what I'm saying. Now, what I'm saying is that's why this statement exists. This statement is a joke, visible. It's how some people believe. Don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife. Or,
Oh, Gini, thank you.
And I'm not defending anybody.
my point is that you can't help it. People will always
Come.
So And I think this is where your partner's this is where your partner has to, apply wisdom, right? If people are talking to her, I think it's only fair that she lets you in.
Yes.
Right? You both have that conversation.
Okay.
But if she entertains those conversations for long, because don't get, bruh, I mean, a man that is texting you by 1 a.m., come on, it's not to come on That's My Time podcast.
Of course.
Consistently.
No,
Do you understand?
no.
So for me, now I can't even call it cheating, but that's something. That's all right. Right. Then physical intimacy is a no. And please,
That's cheating.
do not forgive cheating. Like, I don't think anybody should forgive.
No, come on, but you just say we should forgive and forget.
No, forgive after you've walked away from the relationship.
Okay, you can say
Don't forgive and don't forgive and continue.
But
That's just me personally.
but some school of thought believe that if a man catches his wife cheating and the wife beg, you can bring the wife back into your house.
But these kind of things are moments of weaknesses.
Yes.
like
No, go ahead.
So-
Moments.
No.
What?
Weaknesses.
I hope that English is correct.
No, it is. When he wants intelligence, then what else will come with?
Continue.
No, see, that's what it is.
Yeah, okay, like it's a moment of weakness. It happens. Not like it happens, not like it's a normal occurrence. If it happens
Okay.
and the person is actually very sorry, like he's very sorry, like he's going to change his ways, he or her, they're going to change their ways. What? Because I've seen it happen to people, like even
The best part was talking about.
no,
I think that was one that lost.
I'm not even giving advice. I'm just saying that it happens. Like I've seen it. Like after the guy apologizes, the man apologizes, and they move on to have a happy home.
Yeah.
So why will you not break up the relationship?
Because of just cheating.
I didn't say just cheating. I'm just saying, like, if the person begs,
So if the
And you
person
still
is sorry and you feel like the person is genuine about, whatever happened.
and
Like,
you see the remorse, you see the like they are,
See the remorse.
you feel the remorse, and
No, I'm just like, say, how do you want to
how can you
gauge?
tell?
How can you gauge that?
you can't. That's so. It's
How can you tell that the person is
Can you gauge sincerity of heart in that moment?
it comes in the so now trust comes into that.
Do you know they are very good
They are broken.
actors?
They are
So
they
where
are
was
broken
the
your
trust? Where was
They
the
are broken
trust
your trust there.
when the intimacy with the other person?
Well, yeah, exactly.
And why I agree with you about not forgiving cheating is this intimacy did not just happen.
It was
There was a
person.
conscious
Yeah.
decision.
If it's a responsible girl and guy, before a guy gets from your DM to your pants, it's supposed to be a process.
Yeah.
So at the moment of weakness, it doesn't pass for me.
Where they use is the
So-
devil that what's that?
No, not even is the
Was it
devil.
work of
It's
the
the work of the devil. Let's not lie.
But wait, there are pastors that have
Do you
cheated.
understand?
And their wives forgave them.
Let's not forget that they are good pastors. They are human beings at the basic.
Yes, the basis, they are humans.
Forgive and going to have happy homes. That's why
Yeah.
I said personally
For you.
Okay, you know what?
Okay, for you.
I take back myself and say do not. Okay. I think it's very difficult
For you.
forgive. Yeah, for me.
So it's difficult. Yeah.
forgive cheating.
Yeah.
Because now, and I like as you keyed into what I said, right? Because it's a conscious. It's very difficult to tag or classify cheating as some sort of mistake. When you think about the
before
entire
you
process.
did it, whether you say it just happened in the moment or
registration.
or-
And this is someone you have an
Cost
exclusive pattern, not a talking.
it was a very I feel like at the as women say at the roots at the root of things, like before you do anything with anybody, you think about it. We're constantly thinking, our minds are constantly
Our
Okay,
have you cheated before?
Huh?
Have you cheated before?
what kind of question
Have you cheated before?
is that?
We're not judging you. These men, no.
No. It's not about judging or not.
I want to speak no plenty for him.
No, yes.
On some levels, I would not answer the question here. And when you think about it, you say, why is it? It's not just because of me.
Yeah.
There are so many factors involved. So, but if you ask my opinion on it, I would say on whatever level, whether you're talking with somebody, as long as I usually say it, anything that you cannot show your partner that see what I'm saying with this person, there's already a problem there. I really feel like from that moment you are cheating. If you're not confident enough to say this is what I was kind of saying to this person, this is what there's already
I'm
something.
concerned why Tolu has that question.
I mean, I've not cheated. It's not this.
Don't mind Tolu. Well, you know.
I've never cheated before.
So if there are some things that you're just talking about, you're already saying on that level. If you can't show the other person,
Well,
why everybody they laugh? Why everybody they laugh?
No, I don't like all these things on my podcast.
Now what?
Like, wait. Why go to live for now? Like,
No, come on.
but cheating is when they catch you, Abi.
No, but all of you that laughed, all of them that laughed, please mark them.
On a more serious level, I feel like on whatever level, whether it's emotional, you are conversing with another person on a deep level, saying some things, saying some nasty things, or some weird romantic stuff.
So if you make a mistake now, your wife should not forgive you.
So the question of forgiveness. The question of forgiveness, right? I feel like is relative. Like Gini said, cheating is something that is difficult to forgive.
Yeah.
And there are some levels. For example, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're not married, and maybe the person cheats on you with another person, I feel like you can let that relationship go because you're not exactly sure if this person will do it again. You can't really tell. So if it's something that you can let go, maybe for the sake of future hurts, you can do that maybe, but then it all depends on you. If you feel like you want to forgive this person, that's fine. Close to home, I've witnessed, a case where, this happened, there was forgiveness, and they are doing really good right now. So not to say that there is just once someone cheats, it can never work out again and all of that. Yeah. But they are just on certain levels. You're dating somebody for like 6 months, person cheats on you, and you want to hold on tight. Think about it, sit down. Is this something? Are you sure this is something that the person will never do again? Do you want to live with that? Would you be able to trust this person the way that you did in the beginning? Think about your own self. Think about the person, because it's a different case. You forgive the person. Now you have trust issues with that person. Every little thing the person does, you're thinking about it. Are you sure there's nobody? So for the sake of all of that, you can decide to let it go. It depends on you. I can't say you must forgive or not forgive. But sometimes for the sake of your sanity, when it comes to cheating, if you can't, just let it go.
What I got from all that you said is the peculiarity of the situation.
Yeah.
For example, if it's just a relationship,
so you can cheat in a relationship, but don't cheat.
No, that's not what this is. Even down to the forgiveness issue. If it's a relationship and if it's a marriage, now when it's a marriage, kids are involved. The conversation is bigger.
It's quite different.
It's more than just now you're looking at the kids. Do I want a broken home? Can we just cover this and just so? But now, since we're talking about cheating, I have a question for you.
Who be that?
All right. I'm on X a lot of the times, and people say, African men are polygamous. African man must cheat, but woman must not cheat. Or it's normal if a man cheat, it happens. But if a woman cheat, kill the woman and end the marriage. What do you think about that?
If I'm being honest, everybody knows what they are doing. And some people try to hide.
Some people don't know what they are doing.
That's when it comes to cheating.
That's the thing.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm going to.
I don't think so.
Some people now try to hide behind, I'm a man. It's my nature to do that.
Can you cheat on a lady you love?
Me.
Not with defining, not like using your mind to define or say by what social standard is.
Yeah.
Is it possible to cheat on a woman you love?
I can't.
Nisuru. Wait, understand my question. Like,
is it me personally?
Like, you cheated on a woman and you actually love that woman.
Yeah.
And you still like that.
It's not possible. Like, I've never been in a relationship before. Well, based off of the
You've never been in a relationship?
I've never been in a relationship.
Same, I've never been.
But based off the kind of person I am.
Have you been in a situationship?
I'm not. But based off the kind of person I am. But based off of the kind of person I am, it would be hard because one person is already a lot of energy for me to accommodate.
Okay, so you only see, you don't have the capacity. You don't have the capacity. Okay, so I'll be vulnerable. My final year.
All right, talk to us now. That's so the
In my final year, it was a lot. I've not said this before and all of that.
On camera, I've never said before.
Yeah. It was a lot my final year.
What was a lot?
You know, that was like my peak, you know, in comedy. I was on every stage, doing everything, performing in 100 level variety nights. Every
stage got on that stage.
Every stage.
Even drama night.
Drama nights too.
Okay. So we're like main cast that.
Yeah, it was main
There was somebody that.
Yeah, that was the lady.
That was the lady that was like your.
Don't indulge me.
Wait, there was someone that was the lady that was like your.
Yes.
Okay, and that was the peak of your.
Yes.
Shouldn't be doing this.
No, I'm just trying to like, because there are some men that may identify with me because some of you are not being in relationships. So it was difficult. I'm sorry. I will say this on camera because it happened. There was one of the ladies that was talking to me at that time, and I told her, I said, "What is this thing I was doing? I have a girlfriend." She asked me so. So this thing you're saying is actually true. Ladies know what they are doing, but ladies always want to get what they want. Do you understand? And me not being someone that is a strong person,
So
right now.
Now you're admitting that you cheated and you're blaming it on the cheatee.
I'm not blaming it on the cheatee.
But you are weak.
Wait, is it first? It's not this thing that we are doing. So this is
Anastasia, stop.
I'll
do it mommy for you.
This is Anastasia.
I'm not strong.
Like that reminds video. Auntie. Like tweet me.
I'm not strong.
But it always, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I broke that relationship with that lady. The lady now took it to another level and started dragging me on Twitter after all I've done for you. I can't wonder, say.
But she did a lot of.
She did actually
eat her food though. Like she will buy food for him. He will now bring. Then the boys as an elder.
She used to cook for you,
bro.
Okay, this one.
No, not cooking, but so.
But the problem I had, my friends were not advising me. You were eating our food too.
No, no, don't say that. I ate the food, but I advised you against it. It's getting on. I ate food.
The funny thing, at that time, the girl had a boyfriend.
Okay, so what she was saying, I mean,
this guy's so alcoholic. Give me a beer.
At that time, the girl had like a boyfriend, So, but I had a girlfriend too. She liked me, I liked her back.
That's your girlfriend?
No, the situationship.
No, Anastasia.
The situationship. She liked me, I like her back, But I told her that, see, we need to stop all these things because of the partners we have. The next week, she came to meet me and told me that she has broken up with her boyfriend. And that, so what am I going to do? You see me how they talk, it'd be like a film. I swear, I was in a tight corner. I didn't know what to do.
So the thing is,
which guy acting secret?
So you say no. So actually, let's take this seriously. Just like AYK has said, and me and Awa and somebody else, we had a discussion outside. Everybody knows what they are doing, and it's just best you cut it off from the beginning, from where it's going to. You get. So you see that, okay, I have a girlfriend, but I'm spending time probably because the girlfriend is not within your vicinity. You can't see her. Yeah, boundaries as well. You can't see her, but you're spending time with this person. You're always talking with this person. You guys are always together.
That was my problem. That was the situation.
So you like the rush.
So
the rush
guys did there. So you see that these things are happening. You're an adult. You know what you're doing. You now keep entertaining it. You reach the point of you're in a tight corner.
But it's easier to say. It's easier to say. This thing you're saying, I said it to before to one of my guys. It happened to me.
From the conversation that we were having.
Yeah, which fulfillment was still raise.
I know, and I was talking about like from the beginning. There are just some certain things that you do so that you don't get to that point where, because you might look at yourself and say, no, I can never do this. You don't know.
You don't know.
That's
See,
you
don't know. Pastor Nelson tell me something, say you shock yourself.
So yes, you really don't know. You really don't know what you can do until
it happens.
You are faced with some certain situations. So from the beginning, like you start talking to somebody and you know that you have it. It just has to be a decision, first of all, for you as a man. What kind of man do you want to be? Do you want to be a man that is faithful to his partner or not. And sometimes when I'm thinking about these things, I'm thinking about the future, not just now, not just maybe because of the fact that I have a girlfriend. I'm also thinking about the fact that I would have a wife one day. If I cannot control myself at this stage, if I can't discipline myself at this stage, who says I can discipline myself when I get married? So for me, it's like from this standpoint, I want to be that man that can control and discipline himself. So when I'm faced with those situations where, okay, there's somebody coming to my DM and I know that, oh, there's someone, even if there's nobody, if you know that you don't really want to be with this person, or there are some certain things you don't want to do with this person, just cut it off from the beginning. But do your best. Don't entertain it. It's easier from that stage if you can close your eyes and just cut that thing from when it's starting. Because you say you don't know, but you know. The moment she makes that first statement that sounds like she's flirting, you already know. You can tell. Why not throw it off? Everybody's wise. They will get the message eventually.
You guys are good men.
No, I actually, but I have the other side to what Awa is saying now. Because I understand what Tolu is saying. Now, I've not been displeased now. But
And it become like 1 meal.
Yeah,
So
so see, when at that stage, Tolu was like in where we were in school. Tolu was actually at the, let's say, peak in his career. If Awa is saying that when something like that is happening, you should cut it off. You know, it's very easy for the lady to spiral it around and say, "Oh, that's not actually what I was saying. No, I'm just talking to you like we are very good friends." And she can go,
They were actually working on the project.
yeah, and she can go around and say, "Oh," or she can go around and say, "This boy played me. Oh, that's how I do with girls. He just leads me on and falls me." So what in that kind of situation, if something happens, what do you do?
So this is what I was saying. If you lead somebody on, you yourself, you will know that you led the person on. That's just the truth. You can't. There's no.
Do you agree with
Yes, you can't be saying I did not know what I was doing.
Afilaka is guilty as charged.
No,
He doesn't escape now.
you can say
Okay, what if I now say that it was lady that started it?
When,
she
I agree.
Okay, so
it can be any party. It can be any party that starts it. But but see, let me say for you now, you want to start it. A thought will enter your head. You know, there's a conversation that you let me just say, maybe she'll ask, "Have you eaten today?" That evil, stupid thought.
She didn't even ask me. I'll get to my bed and I'll see food.
Just wait.
She pressed my move button. I was
trying to give an example. She said something like, she said something like, "Have you eaten today?" And that thought enters your head to say, so I hope I can say something on it. So that thought enters your head to say, okay, let me say, no, I've not eaten, but I want to eat you. So when you say that kind of stuff, you have already opened the gateway.
You said, I swear to look at
So from the process of that thought, it starts with when it enters when it enters your head like that, right? From there, you don't see it. Do you understand? But if she makes that kind of statement, you already know what it is. You're not a child. If this is something that you truly don't want, and you're determining the kind of person you want to be,
this is it's easier said than done. I wish I can pour my heart on this podcast to tell you.
No, I know that it's easier said than done. But do you know what can help you? I said at the core, sit down and think about the kind of person you want to be.
Well, at that time I was very young. So
and another thing too, all these entertainers, apart from even looking at the big stars, you know, they get a lot of attention.
Female attention, yeah.
So sometimes too, like he said, it's easier said than done.
Yeah. Like, see, there's a way you can test somebody's discipline.
Guys, we can't keep saying it's easier said.
No,
but like he said, eventually
it depends on
it's on
what
you
you
to decide.
See,
I want to be this.
At the end of the day, you have to put systems in place. You know, I tell some people, like, be transparent enough. Like, I have people that I can talk to when I realize myself that, bro, it's like I'm lapsing. I have people that I can run to their DM and tell them, bro, this was happening before it's too late. And they talk.
No, he has done that to me too, and I've done that.
They talk sensitive, and I let them know. I let them in on what is going on, so that they can always.
Do you advise me?
So that's a system you can put in place. Another system you can put in place. You just tell yourself, I'm not going to, entertain any leading conversation. I'm not going to, as much as possible, I'm not going to say anything that I know can lead to something. If you stop it from there, you're not going to get to that point where you will now be reasoning, oh, she just broke up with her boyfriend. What do I do now? Or, you find yourself in a tight corner and
it's
all of
possible
that.
for you to have people that you answer to and still do what's
Like me now, it was still like
You guys are not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying have systems in place to cut off certain things. I'm not saying mistakes are inevitable or like you won't make mistakes, but I'm saying that as a person, you can surround yourself with systems, you can surround yourself with things to ensure that you don't find yourself
in the middle.
in those kinds of situations.
Okay.
Do you understand?
This situation, what kind of system? This system thing, you can always throw it around. So now, apart from having friends or mentors that you can.
This girl was just.
He reported himself to Ebuka Mike. Ebuka Mike was our senior then, as at the time. He's both on the
comedy level and
spiritual level.
Mm-hmm.
So you told Ebuka Mike about this thing. We your friends. Although we ate the food, but we still.
Sorry, I want to ask a question. Sorry, you told Ebuka Mike about this thing at what level?
At the level beginning stage. Ebuka even observed. Ebuka say this thing people are doing, you need to stop it too.
So at the end of the day, be like you said, it was his weaknesses. How did you speak that English?
There's nobody that is not weak. When you know yourself. If you know that I have a problem with this thing. That's why I say at the core of it, think of the kind of person you want to be.
The bigger picture.
That's the bigger picture. These things will help.
Hey, why not the face?
I like that word. But I respect this conversation. Only when I speak to guys and we talk about this cheating first thing they say is, our African men, we are polygamous in nature.
That's why
women are not supposed to cheat. But this conversation is shout out to everyone.
So me, I actually have a question that I want to actually, since we are intellectuals, what is your view on giving ladies money? Because all this if you don't get money clear, all this, if you want to talk to a lady, you have to
get money clear.
You have to buy things. Speak to me.
So, like I was telling one of my close friends, I was telling him that like everybody has their own person. Before I used to say, oh, this girl likes this and she's materialistic. But the truth is that there are guys out there that have the money to fund a materialistic.
Men keep enabling them.
Some things may not be right. Some people say some things are like, oh, this is because they don't have the capacity to. If you had the capacity,
you probably would do worse.
Yes, you do.
But like, yes, if you are talking if you want to say as Christian brothers, as Christian ladies, is it right to be collecting money? That one is different because we are talking to ourselves like, oh, my brother, but like in general,
so
there's no law that says is wrong.
Okay, so to answer that question, right? In the spirit of cutting things from the roots, there's a reason why there's something called the talking stage. And I think people undermine the importance of what that stage is supposed to do for a prospective relationship. And what that stage is meant to do for you and for your partner is to have a clear understanding of, first of all, who you both are as individuals, and also what you both plan to bring to the relationship in terms of companionship, support. These are things that help in building the future that you might desire with this person. It's also in that talking stage where you see, because nobody's perfect, right? You see some certain excesses or flaws, and then you decide, is this something I can accommodate with, or this is something that I can walk away from, right? If in a talking stage, because it is a talking stage, it's not a relationship. Now, not all talking stage will lead to a relationship. If in a talking stage, you find out that this person is constantly requesting your financial services to a degree you cannot.
It's now because why will a guy training or
he's talking about himself. He's specific. Trainer. Wait.
You're trying to said, man, your baby's asking for a wig of 230.
What department is she in?
So much is my salary.
Why do you have that kind of babe in the first place?
Why you go with class A, babe?
Let's say talking stage.
No, guys. Once again, that's the importance of this stage, right? Now, what you can do is that you can have conversations with your partner. Now, you see, sometimes it might be assumptions. Do you know that there are some men in talking stages, because men are also dishonest people.
Yeah.
They, in some talking stages, men portray themselves to be who they are not. Because, men are so fixated on this idea.
On their ego.
I must get, their ego. Our egos are so large.
They naturally want to, please the woman, show that.
Sometimes you might over, you might over portray yourself as who you're not, right? So it's easy for for this lady you're speaking with to kind of assume that you have the capacity to provide for her to a certain degree.
Why?
But the key word here, is to a certain degree for both parties. You know how much you can provide. And I believe also, sometimes some ladies should be intelligent enough to know
how much
this guy knows to guide. Like, and that's when you then make the decision. Now, once again, the conversation is important. I don't believe in hacking the person of, this may be me. You can no longer text. When you block somebody, you can no longer talk to this.
There's some billing that you just know that.
So you have a conversation. With her. Hi, babe. To be honest, I want to talk to you about this. I feel like you're always asking me to provide.
They tell you
lots. I feel like you're always asking me to provide for too much, and you know that. I'm on core member salary.
7K.
Only 7K plus 50K. Like by the time I save, there's only so much I can have. Like
from where?
You work.
Maybe staff now. Maybe office.
The office now. The office 50%.
You did shock me too. I wish I knew this.
And when you have that conversation, once again, character is the true test of everything, right? If you're somebody, you see, her reaction really matters. Like, I'm so sorry, right? But also, I think it's not a bad thing to provide for your babe.
No, if you really like somebody,
sorry, let me just say some things on this thing, especially maybe when it comes to finances and relationships and all of that. I feel like if as individuals, we're thinking of being in serious relationships, let me put it that way, to a certain degree, right? You should have. I'm just saying this is for me personally. For me personally, I feel like to a certain degree, I want to have some form of financial stability.
Yeah.
Before going to a lady and saying I want us to be in a relationship, stuff like that, because I want to be able to provide for some things according to the stages that we are going. Like you said, maybe we're in a relationship, we're dating to the point that maybe we're engaged and getting married and all of that. You should be financially stable. You should not be bringing someone to always understand with you. This is my
understanding.
This is my personal point of view when it comes to relationship, that because it's something I want to be serious about, and there are a lot of factors that determine. There's the understanding, like you said. There's you being attracted. For me personally, there's the whole spirituality, because we must
the same faith,
have the same faith, and want to serve God. Then there must be some form of financial stability.
Yeah, you should actually be financially stable.
Let's money makes love.
Financially stable and financially responsible.
Everybody also about their spend. What do you think? It's money.
Yes. So
money
makes. And when I say financial stability, is relative to
every relationship.
So where you want to be, kind of. So I just feel like, for serious, yes, that should be there, but to the extent where you now say you begin to provide for the person, like you're the person's father in some certain stages. Maybe you guys are both dating.
Exactly.
There's some, even if you have the capacity to, right? I feel like there are just some certain things that, you can provide for the person, do things for the person, but not everything.
Well, I feel like sometimes these conversations are not. We are being hypocritical about these conversations. We are not being real. I always say there are girls. I won't say there are girls for everything. They say, you now as you are at your level, you are working at maybe you're a GT at Access Bank. You have one GT in the same maybe the other bank, the same church. She's wise. She went to school. She's normal. She's stable. Then
she's normal.
No, you know what I mean. These things.
She's normal.
Whether we are financially stable or not, at different levels, we've had love. When you were in school collecting allowance, someone loved you. She knew.
When you were in secondary school, someone
you knew you were collecting 50K from your father. So what I'm trying to say is, all this. No offense, like I said, there are ladies for most of these things. Someone you just started talking to is asking you for a wig of 300K.
Makes sense.
Is sending a signal.
Yeah.
He's sending a signal that, and in fairness to them too, some of women, you just want to hit and run. They know too. Do you get? Some people just want to hit. So for them too is a transaction. Okay, this guy, I know he just wants to play me. Let me eat his money. Or some of them will say they are trying to chase you away, which is true to an extent. Or they might just be gambling. But I might build this guy. I might see whether I should chest him. If you chest him, some they collect 500k. Live, my friends.
One girl is in my DM now.
You get? But so
100k.
What I would say is, if we are being sincere to ourselves, there are sensible ladies that
can
we
understand with you.
Of course, you know what I'm doing. I just started my life.
For women that don't know.
That's why I said
Exactly.
there's somebody for everybody.
That's it.
Don't let your ego
Let's be
drive you
realistic.
to a
Let's be
woman
realistic.
that-
Everybody's coming.
So
to
I'm just trying to put a
Mhm.
balance to this, because most times when people think about these things, they will say, yes, there's a lady for you, this and that, there's someone that will understand with you. I don't want to put this in some ways. Let me just put it like this. You know that you don't have money. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, there's probably somebody that can understand with you and see you for who you are. But I'm just trying to say, in the times we are living in, with everything, like as a guy.
So as a guy, if you don't have money, you don't deserve.
That's not what I'm saying. You're not getting me. You're not getting me. You're not getting me right. I'm saying, yes, there are different levels, to this thing. But I'm saying, if you are thinking about seriousness in relationship and all of that, one thing you should be driving at, even if you're probably not there yet. I'm not saying you can't be in a relationship if you're not there. But one thing you should be driving at is the fact that you want to be financially stable.
Yeah.
This thing you said.
Do you
is what
understand?
we are saying. As you are driving there, you are not saying we should not be in a relationship.
I'm not saying
like as I am now. For example, I just came out from school. I'm trying to find my fit.
This
I'm
is
working.
This driving people are
I'm
saying.
working- I'm
you
working-
classify that as
I'm-
understanding, babe.
Yeah. No, it's not understanding, girl. I'm working.
The person that decides to understand with you understands with you.
Yeah.
Somebody else might not understand with you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I'm just saying, in the long run, because look at it now. You're dating a girl, right? Let's say you're 24 years old and she's 22, right? You don't have so much money.
Why so specific?
I'm just saying that was just an example. And time is going on. Maybe the first year, the second year, there are other people that are talking to her. I'm not saying put pressure on yourself or anything, but for you to just sit down and think like, she understands, we understand each other, and work hard. Do stuff. Try to achieve some form of financial stability, because at the end of the day, this is one of the factors, that would really help your relationship. If you guys are thinking of getting married, is it not money you will use?
Yes,
if you are thinking of getting a home, starting a family, it's money. So you can't just keep on saying, well, she understands, blah, 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 and you're not working or anything, and you're not trying.
I think nobody's saying you are not working. The way it came, I understand the angle fulfillment is bringing. I'm telling you, they are legit. Some girls start texting today, 2 days, 3 days.
They are
billing you. They are not even billing you. They don't even know.
It's not
They don't even
wicked
know you.
billings of
Yeah, they don't even know.
Ah,
So what I'm saying is,
wickedness.
they are reasonable and sensible girls. The truth of the matter is, everybody will not just blow up.
Yeah,
Some of our parents, they were not at the level they are now when they started.
when they started.
So some of us are working and there's progress. The salary we're earning 2 years ago, that's not what you're earning now. For some of us, they are making progress. And what I mean by sensible babes, they are legit working class babes too. Because nowadays, there's no job I can do that a woman cannot do. And even it's not like before where you say a man earns all the money. Most times, so if your female colleagues, you guys are on the same pay grade. You get? So she sees that, and I prefer Christian ladies because I'm a Christian and I believe in Bible-believing girls that are wise, family-oriented.
Went to school.
Yeah, they went to
That upstairs.
Quality
That are okay.
Quality education, very, very
You guys
important.
don't kill me, I beg.
Family value. So she knows that, okay, this boy.
Because they are trying to play it safe.
She knows that this boy, okay,
But I like Risco
Factor authentication.
he's 20, so
to guide himself.
working, me too, I'm working. This is his level. Okay, we can go on dates. We can go and take smoothies. We can do this.
Why smoothie?
Wait, wait.
Shaba.
She's not telling me.
Only communions.
I had a friend that broke up recently because the girl told him, I want to go to Doha. He thought it was a joke. He thought it was
All right, so fulfillment. What's the way forward on relationship now? Going forward.
stay single, I beg. That's not everybody should lock in, throw your key away, focus on life.
Are you-
There's no way forward.
AYK, how about you? You that have not been in a relationship since.
Looking.
Okay,
Don't
Why you
go
guys?
yet.
What are you endorsing? Like people look at you as role models. So
Sorry.
Well, like if you know what you want, if you are ready to actually settle down and build something, not that you just want to chop and clean out, do that, settle down, marry. I have someone that is 25 years old now that is getting married, like in May. You understand? But if you want just to chop and clean out, Baba, change your directory and just lock in and make that money. Yeah.
well, there's definitely so much we need to talk about, man. And I think we should have a part 2, but because of time, we need to wrap it up. So, do you guys have any final words for men? Awa,
Final words for men.
before part 2.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, I know, like, it's not easy. Like, sometimes trying to achieve things, trying to achieve your goals, navigating a lot of things, together. But just keep going and just, keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop, Life, the universe, God has a way of, bringing things all together to make sense at the end of the day. Don't be lazy, work hard, keep at it, know where you're at, and just keep going. That's what I'd say.
Increase, how about you?
Final words for me. Those that are religious, believe in God and pray and trust in Him. Those that are not religious, try and get maybe that quality purpose, or just get something you're working at and just work hard and keep doing your shit.
Guys, there's so much to say, so much that we said backstage, so much that we said on set. But I just wanted to know we're going to have another episode for Think Like a Man, and definitely the same guys, because they have a lot of opinions and a lot of conversations coming up. So I want to say a big thank you to Gini Kachuku Tagbo. Thank you so much for fulfillment. We didn't bring that conversation on set, but hopefully next one we'll bring it. Yes, let me make them anticipate. Fulfillment said that out for 2 things: for pleasure, no, for sex, and for them to survive.
Did I say that?
No, voila. You didn't say it. Okay, thanks so much, AYK. Thank you so much, Awa Victor. I'm so happy to see you guys. So happy to see you guys are doing great things. Thank you so much, Increase. And thank you so much to myself, Tolu Afilaka. See you guys next episode. That's my time.